Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in and taking the time to watch. My name is Ashlyn, and today I want to talk about self-doubt. Have you ever noticed when you are excited about doing something, or you decide that you want to do something, you want to follow your dreams, or you want to learn that new skill, or you want to take that class or wear that cute outfit, and then as soon as you make the decision, something comes into your mind. It's like, don't wear that. You're not cute enough. That's not good enough. Or why are you doing that? That's boring. That's stupid or whatever. So that anytime you are excited about something and you're ready to go, but then those thoughts come in that are limiting and self-doubting, that's the self-doubt. Now, I'm sure we've all heard of self-doubt, but I don't think we pay attention to it when it happens. It's like, okay, I've heard of self-doubt, whatever. But are you really paying attention when for you in particular, what are you usually doing when self-doubt comes in? Are you wanting to dress a certain way or try out for a certain thing or do a certain thing, and that's when it kicks in? And a lot of times, if you are more aware of it and pay attention to when those thoughts, because that's what they are, self-doubt, limiting beliefs, when they come into play, start paying more attention to when they happen. Try to catch them and say, okay, well, I was just excited about this, or I was just thinking about doing it, or I know that this will be cute, or I know this is a good idea, but why don't I feel now all of a sudden I don't feel like I should do it? Now all of a sudden I think that I'm not good enough for it. And the craziest part about all of this is most of the time it's our own, if not all the time, it's our own self-doubt. You are doing it to yourself. Isn't that crazy? Because it's like other people may see you. You can go for that tryout. Maybe you're trying out for a movie role or something. I don't know. That's random. And if you really are focused and you practice and you do what it takes, you can get up there and kill it. But when you listen to those self-limiting beliefs and that self-doubt, you'll never get on that stage. And that's just the truth. And at the end of the day, it's no one else's fault, no one else to blame, but we have to look at ourselves and say, you know what, I didn't believe in myself. And the craziest part, like, that took me a while to see that. Like, looking back on my life or looking back on different things, I realized that it's no one's fault that I didn't do certain things. That was me not believing in myself. That was me self-doubting myself. And so it's like we have to figure out a way to remove that. And I've shared a different video. You can look through my videos about affirmations. And I shared about the power in that. And just trying to find different ways to change your mind and to show you that you are worthy. You are good enough. Yes, it takes time. Maybe you have to practice for that role. Maybe you have to go learn acting altogether. But it doesn't mean that you're not capable of it. Doesn't mean that you can't do it. Doesn't mean that you weren't good enough. Doesn't mean that you aren't perfect for it. So it's like we have to find a way to get rid of that self-doubt, those limiting beliefs. The first thing I think is to catch it when you see it or when you hear it in your mind. Catch it and say, oh, there it is. I was excited about that, and now all of a sudden I'm thinking things like I'm not good enough for it. And then the biggest question is, why not? Why not me? Why not you? Why not? And then what happens is you don't get to live your life fully. And there's so much out there waiting for you, and so many beautiful things that we're all waiting to see you do. We all want to see you do, or we all want to support you. But when you let that self-doubt kick in, those limiting beliefs all the time, or every time, it stops you. Your limiting beliefs and your self-doubt is very paralyzing, and it keeps you stuck, and it keeps you stagnant, and it keeps you right where you are because you don't believe that it's possible, or you listen to that voice that says that you're not good enough or you can't do it. So that's one thing that I want to just encourage people to pay attention to when those thoughts come in, and then ask yourself, why am I thinking this about myself? What happened to me, or who said something to me, or whatever it is that has made you start to believe that about yourself. And if it is something like you're not, I don't know, you're not good enough for that role, okay, well, ask yourself, what does it take so that I can get there? What does it take so I can lose those 5 pounds or 50 pounds or 10 pounds? And then you have to make that commitment. So, and that's another thing. We have to learn how to make commitments. We have to learn how to believe in ourselves that we can do it. And then what happens is you'll just start taking the steps necessary to get there. So believe in yourself and don't listen to the self-doubt limiting beliefs, because all it is just habit. All it is just probably old beliefs that you've had ever since you was a child. And you've always just thought like, oh, I want to do that, but no, not me. And especially these days, there's so many people of all different types and kinds. They're doing so many awesome and amazing things. And do you want to miss out on that because you listen to a voice in your head that is not true 9 times out of the 10? It's not. Because you are everything that you're meant to be. There's a reason why you're drawn to that thing that you want to do. It's not a coincidence and it's not a mistake. So maybe start to ask yourself, why do I really want to do that thing? And it's probably because I love to do it. It's a passion. It makes me feel good. It's fun. And then focus more on those thoughts, like why you want to do it versus why my mind is telling me that I can't do it. You need to ask yourself that, but don't focus on it. And just focus on the fun part about it and why you love it so much or why you're so into and want to do it. And then my hope is that over time, the more you focus on the fun part and the exciting part where you get like these excited and like bubbles in your stomach, focus on that. And that will lead you right to where you need to be. It'll lead you to the right audition, to the right tryouts, to the right job, to the right circumstance, to the right people. It'll lead you to where you want to go. But you got to let go of the self-doubt, and it won't go away. Those thoughts, until you train yourself, they're gonna be there because it's just conditioning. Your body's or your mind's used to saying that and doing that because you've allowed it. So at the end of the day, it's still your mind. You choose what you think. So you can say like, you know what, that might be true or that's good, but I'm not gonna listen to that. I'm so excited about this. This is cool. Let me at least try it. Let me go to an acting class and see who I meet and what I may learn. That's what it's about. And that's what feels so good. So the next time you really want to do something or whatever it is, don't listen to the self-doubt. And you know the difference between a knowing where, no, don't do that because that's not safe or something like that. Or when you're just doubting yourself. You just don't believe in yourself. And guess what? I do. I believe in you. But again, you have to believe in yourself. You have to take control of those thoughts and let them know that that's not true. And keep going. And make sure you leave a comment below. I don't really have much else to say about that. But just leave me a comment below about self-doubt and how you've overcome it, or just how it's kind of bothering you. And maybe you can pick one belief or one thing that always comes in your mind every time you're trying to do something, or even every day, and work on it. And every time it comes, if it's like, you're not beautiful, I am beautiful. And I'm going to do what I want to do, what makes me happy. I want to be happy in life. So I can't do that fully if I'm constantly listening to